So firstly is we prepare the pan mixer. Then first step is add all the water in. Then the material just dose about 75%. 3/4 of the bag. Don't dose all the powder first, if not it will be too dry and then the material will be clumpy as it stick by the side. This is the cube that we have done yesterday using a high-speed mixer. So today we are testing using hand mixer method. So once the 100% water already mixed with 75% of the dry powder material, then it's flowable, then only you dose in the balance 25% of material. Then mix for 5 minutes. Initially it will look like this on the dry side. Okay, but if you continue mix for 5 minutes, it will become like this. Okay, and if you feel that it's a bit dry, you can add a little bit of water. Or maybe just patiently wait, then it will become flowable because the chemical inside will be activated. Then when you stop the mixer, you can see it's self-leveling. So you can see here if it's a good mix when the mixer is not running, it's self-leveling, but when the mixer is running, it doesn't stick but it's still flowable. So we want it to be non-sticky but highly flowable. At the same time, we don't want it to be too flowable, if not the bits will float up. Then if it's a right mix, the moment when you pour out, you can see that our light term aggregate, our lightweight bits doesn't float, but the material will be highly self-leveling. Okay, so what we have to do is really observe whether the bits float. If the water too much, this is very important. The supervisor have to really make sure they dose the right water as per our method statement. If not, the bits will float. So this one, the bits, there's no floating, but if you have to double check, you can see it's a little bit of whitish, means the mixing time is not long enough, or there might be a bit too much water. So how do you tell whether it's too much water? Firstly you observe, then you can see this, if you closely pay attention to the video, you can see the bubble is bursting, means it's a little bit watery, then the bits are trying to float up and the cement paste, the aggregate trying to settle down. So that's why you see a bit whitish and you see a bit the bubble burst. So normally how to solve this is double check whether they overdose the water, or another method is make sure they continue to mix another 5 minutes, and then continue mix 5 minutes, and then it will be more thicker because the cement start to harden. So normally they adjust through experience, they will know how long to mix, but do not mix the material more than 10 minutes. If less than 5 minutes, the material doesn't mix, but if mix too long, more than 10 minutes, the cement start to hydrate, it start to harden, then later it will be too thick for the worker to apply. So this one we are doing, the cup is 1 liter, which is, you can see the value is 1022, because when we deduct the weight of the cup is 30 grams, so the wet density is about 1000. So it's very accurate mix. This is our company core technology.